So we start learning about the circular flow model or the circular flow diagram by defining the two entities. So we have households, which we already talked about, right? That's, instead of talking about an individual consumer, we talk about a household. And then we have firms, right? Which we can just, essentially substitute as for businesses. But for whatever reason, economists like the term firm. I don't know why, but it's used a lot. And so within this circular flow diagram, right, we're going to be talking about the linkages between household and firms. So the first linkage that we're going to talk about is the one that we are most used to, right? So we are most used to, how do we usually interface with a firm, right? We usually buy things from a firm. So this is going to be goods and services. So we're going to use G and S for goods and services throughout this course, because we literally talk about it all the time. So it's just going to save you a lot of writing, a lot of hand cramping to just write the abbreviation, G and S. So this is goods and services that are purchased at a store, right? So they might not be purchased directly from the firm, but they're purchased from somebody who purchased it from somebody who purchased it from the firm at some point, right? And so what's the other half of this transaction? Do you just go into the store and just take things? No, you got to pay for them, right? So the other half of this transaction is going to be our payment for our goods and services. But then a very interesting question arises, right? Well, how do they get the money to pay for these goods and services? Maybe they have savings, but that's not sustainable, right? They're going to run out of savings at some point. So how are households interfacing with firms in order to get money? Yeah. They're working. Very good. They're selling their time. They're selling their labor. So the households are selling labor services and then the firm they are paying the households in the form of wages, salaries, and benefits. So we're used to this part up here, right? That's something, we go to Walmart, we go on Amazon, we contribute towards that, right? So this one is fairly easy for us to identify. This is our goods and services market. While this half here is our labor market. Questions on circular flow diagram? Fairly standard. Okay. We're just going to end it for there today. We'll switch over and do our Kahoot.